Look, Diddy, Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call him, facing new allegations. He's been sued for giving a bad boy intern HIV. Look, the intern say he was working for Diddy, Sean Combs, in 2014 until he contracted HIV from being assaulted by Diddy at one of his freak-offs, one of his little gatherings, fam. He went, uh, denied the weed, denied the coke, drunk 2 drinks, started feeling kind of woozy, fell asleep, passed out while being sodomized by Sean Combs. He say when he woke up, he tried to get on out of there, but noticed a trail of blood coming from his rectum. He went to get tested, HIV negative. Couple months later, HIV positive. He say Diddy gave it to him. Look, Diddy might have turned you out, but I don't think he gave you nothing. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real, man. I'm starting to not even believe these allegations at this point today. Drop it in the comments. Look, Chris Brown canceled his Breezy Bowl XX performance in Memphis. It was out of his control, bro. The venue is going through renovations. He was scheduled to perform October 18th and close off the Breezy Tour at the Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. It would have been the first major concert at the Simmons Stadium since U2 performed in 1997. Like I said, it was going to be his last show. Now his last show is actually going to be at the Superdome in New Orleans on the 16th. Refunds are scheduled to be sent back. It ain't being rescheduled, fam. I know a lot of people wanted to see Breezy, and it would have been some big shit in Memphis. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. But it's not going to happen. Look, shout out Breezy. He made nearly $100 million in the month of August on this tour alone. Fam, this was a win. Big win. Look, shout out Chris Brown, man. He ain't Michael Jackson. He's Chris Brown. Just being honest, just being real. Drop it in the comments. Look, Gunna announces Global One World Tour. UN. Look, bro, he's closing out his YSL contract with a bang. This is supporting his latest album, the last one. And it jammed, fam. If you ain't heard it, go check it out. Well, look here. It's kicking off in North America, November 25th, starting the whole global trek in 2026. He's going to take him a break after the Seattle show, but you will see him next year. Africa, Australia, Europe, and the UK, fam. Live Nation, tickets going on sale October 13th. Look, he's going to be in Houston at the 713 Music Hall, December 10th. If you in Houston, check out the show. If not, or you coming with some bad energy, stay your ass where the fuck you are. Just being honest, just being real. Drop it in the comments. Young Thug announced his hometown hero benefit concert in Atlanta. It's going down at the State Farm Arena, December 16th. He's bringing friends. They calling this Young Thug and Friends. Gunna ain't gonna be there. We already discussed Gunna is gonna be on the One tour. The One tour, the global tour, but it's gonna be in North America. It's gonna be in Houston. Look, Gunna might not be there, but I'm hearing Lucci, YFN Lucci is supposed to pop out for him. Check it out. Uwe Scooty, I think that's how you pronounce it. Just released, I think it's number 4 on the Billboard 200, so it's doing some numbers. Yeah, I didn't really like the project. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really just like it. I go for subject matter. Yeah, I go for subject matter. If you ain't got the subject matter, I can't rock with it. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm fucking with that Lucci though. That Lucci nice, but it ain't in my tape deck either. Even though, you know, that's a metaphor. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Drake, What Did I Miss? Surpasses 100 million streams on Spotify, fam. It's currently receiving 500,000 streams a day, bro. You heard me right. Which one was Central C? Now, I didn't just like that one too much as I did the other one. You know what I mean? But it's on pace to pass the same metrics. Look, drop it in the comments, bro. This is going to put Drake at 300, nearly 300 songs with over 100 million streams on Spotify. And this is before Iceman, bro. Like, I can't see why somebody would still be saying Drake lost to Kendrick, but they still with the shit. You know, the K-Bots don't stop. But look here, bro. Bro winning. Yeah, bro winning. And Iceman coming soon, fam. Y'all drop it in the comments. Scores from the playground. Shout out Drake, wherever you are. I need a feature or could use one. Drop it in the comments, man. Scores from the playground. Link me up with him and hype my shit up. Lil Durk is requesting his immediate dismissal from this murder trial. He wants to be released immediately from the detention center he's currently housed in. While he's challenging the prosecutors, he's saying they're hiding evidence, and he wants the charges thrown out. Yeah, he wanted it thrown out. Why? The evidence would probably give him a better defense. Right now, they ain't telling them shit. Yeah, they closing them out. I don't know what's going on with this. This is for the 2022 death of Lil Pop. They thought they was getting Quando Rondo, but end up getting this Lil Cuttin. Definitely wrong. Apparently, he used his credit cards. Drop it in the comments. I think Lil Durk I think he gonna beat it. Unfortunately for the victim, I think he might beat this. Drop it in the comments, man. Scores from the playground. Kendrick Lamar surpassed Drake for the highest certified rap song, Goosebumps, with Travis Scott. La Flame, 2016, a single from Birds in a Trap sing Brian McKnight. Look, it's officially 17 times platinum. That's 17 times platinum, meaning it has been sold 17 million records in the US, fam. It eclipsed Drake, God's Plan. That's 16 times platinum. And look, numbers change every day. Let's just be honest, let's just be real. Numbers change every day. So to say he surpassed them, they're gonna keep surpassing each other in little things. Let's just be honest, let's just be real. Right now, Kendrick Lamar is on pace to win a fucking Grammy for that Luther. Yeah, I'm calling it right now. I fuck with Drake, I fuck with Jeezy, but the Luther is everywhere, bro. Everybody loves the Luther. Let's just be honest. Drop it in the comments, man. Scores from the playground. Look, NLE Choppa responds to child neglect allegations. He's accused of starving out his son, his 1-year-old son. Allegedly, he made the boy start fasting at 12 months. Yeah, now, he's a weird fella. Yeah, he's a weird fella. One can't deny that, but I don't believe these allegations. Why? He backed it up with proof, and his mama came out and showed pictures of them kids are always eating. Now, maybe at the time, it's kids, bro. You got to understand. And they got to travel from here to there. Maybe they did get hungry by the time they get home, but don't mean he didn't feed them. Drop it in the comments, family. Yeah, I ain't rocking with that one. I think that man was giving them babies food, bro. It's just some shit you just can't really just give too much. That's what they going through, bro. Him and her. You know, let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Drop it in the comments, man. Scores from the playground. Look, Poetik Flakko throwing shots at young Jeezy. Now, this is ugly. You know what I mean? He's saying Jeezy allegedly cooperated against Big Meech in 2005. Look, bro, it's 2025. If it was any truth to that, it would have been came out. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. You can't believe everything you hear. Poetik Flakko is spewing false allegations. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Jeezy was trying to be exactly what he became. Southwest T got them hemmed up. Wiretaps in California. Yeah, Southwest T got. If it wasn't for that, if they had been a little smarter with the telephones, they wouldn't have been in as big as and just the billboards and Congo. You got to know the flyest one in the room, the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Frank Lucas taught you that. Drop it in the comments, man. Scores from the playground.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.